action. This is ABC15 News.
If you are driving ever in the valley, you know that traffic can really wear on your patience.
Yeah, absolutely. And on your car. Frank Leutz is here with us, and he is from Desert Car Care in Chandler. And I just want to show off these sexy shoes.
We're not only talking about wearing out your car, but wearing out the suspension of your feet with high heels during a marathon run or up on Camelback. Well, listen, guys, this, without getting too goofy here, this is all about the suspension. You wouldn't running these things, obviously. So, you know, we're talking about running in something like these, right? So your vehicle has struts and shocks that actually dampen and comfort the ride. So here we are. Here's a display. This is a worn shock.
Yeah.
This is a newer shock. You see the difference in that?
Yeah, absolutely.
So essentially, the shocks and struts of your vehicle dampen and comfort the ride. The other thing that we're talking about is the steering and stopping power of your vehicle, right? So if your shocks are worn, your vehicle's going to jounce down a little bit more, causing more wear on these brake pads. So that's the stopping.
So how often should we be getting our shocks checked and possibly replaced?
You know, about 50,000 miles is the shelf life. And some of the symptoms, tips for you guys and our viewers are that you can get a clunking or a clattering type noise over rough surfaces. You know, it literally is like buying a new pair of sneakers for your car. You know, you restore that ride, that handling, the comfortability.
And pay attention to your commute, right? I mean, if you're driving through a part of the valley where the roads aren't as well maintained, then you're going to go through these quicker.
A lot of our Southeast Valley, Queen Creek clients that come in for service, they're really running on some rough roads. So struts and shocks, change them, run that marathon for your car.
And brake pads, too.
Brake pads, absolutely. I mean, look at this brake pad. You see how worn that is? That's pretty nasty.
It needs to be thick.
Exactly. See the thickness there? You can see the difference. So all kinds of goodness for your ride. The biggest thing is take it into a certified mechanic. Have it inspected.
Let's take you over here, too.
Yes.
Show us one more thing here.
You know, we're talking tires now as it relates to shocks. Now, remember, we talked about the dampening ability of that shock. So if that shock is worn, that tire's going to bounce a little bit more. And if we can do a close-up shot here, start to feather the tread.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Frank.
Very good.
We
awesome.
appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.